Hi everyone, it's Mr. Schneider again. Hopefully you're preparing for your test. I know I gave you a study guide, you have all your notes, but I just want to make sure you have the correct answers for that study guide so that when you come in next Monday and Tuesday, I don't have my glasses on, the 24th or 25th, you're ready to take that test. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Two ways of obtaining citizenship: birth and naturalization. Obviously you're all born, you did a good job with that. But we also have people that have gone through naturalization to become citizens. The steps from naturalization is you have to apply, declare you want to be a citizen. You have to prove that you can read and write English. You have to prove that you have some knowledge of American history. You have to declare yourself, swear an oath to the United States. Okay, so that's citizenship. Really quick, really easy. All right, next, the First Amendment freedoms. You have 5 First Amendment freedoms, and let's talk about those briefly. If you remember, we talked about RAPS in class: religion, assembly, press, petition, and speech. The thing to remember about your First Amendment freedoms is that they are not absolute. Hopefully you know what each individual one means, but those freedoms aren't absolute, meaning that you don't have complete freedom of speech. What's the famous example we always talk about in class? I'm sure you all answered, you all said yelling fire in a crowded theater. You can't do that because that puts other people at risk, in danger. Okay, the 5 duties of a citizen, things that you must do. You must pay taxes. You must, as a student, you must attend school. You must obey all laws. If you're called, you must serve on jury duty. And if you are drafted, you must serve in the military. Remember, for the draft, it's only young men over the age of 18 who can be drafted. Okay? Let's talk about some responsibilities, things you should do as a citizen. One thing, well, to me, the most important responsibility is register and vote. We talked about how few people register and vote. You can hold elective office. You can write petition to people who are in government, try to influence them. You can serve in voluntary appointed positions. Remember we talked about serving on your the homeowners association. You can participate in political campaigns. You know, a lot of people are doing that now. I've had 8th graders participate in presidential campaigns before. So keeping informed on current events. We talked about reading the newspaper. Respecting others' rights to have a voice in government. Just because you don't agree with somebody doesn't mean they don't have a right to express their beliefs. Supporting and working with interest groups, and that's something we'll get more into the next unit when we talk about political campaigns. And then finally, attending meetings of governing bodies. Again, things like homeowners associations and school boards. Okay? All right, let's see. How can you participate in community service? Hopefully you've come up with some things. Soup kitchens, doing things through your church, doing things through scouts, all examples of ways you can participate in community service. Let's talk about your traits of a good citizen: trustworthiness and honesty, courtesy and respect for others. And I'm not going to go through and define these because we've talked about them in class. If you have questions, again, stop by and ask me. I'll definitely help. Be responsible, be accountable, self-reliance, respect for the law, patriotism, being a participant in school and community, and that includes participating in class, and then finally participating in elections and being an informed voter. Due process protection. We talked about this briefly in class. You've done your notes on it. There's 2 amendments. First off, due process. The government cannot do things that are against the law. It protects you against unfair governmental actions. The 5th Amendment protects you against these unfair actions by the federal government, and the 14th Amendment protects you from unfair actions by the state government. And the other part, of due process is equal protection under the law, and that says that all citizens of the United States should be treated equally by our court system and those who work in the court system. Is that always true? Has it always been true? No, unfortunately it's not, but hopefully as we've gone on as a country, it's gotten better. So that's my really quick test review. If you have questions, ask, and good luck next Monday and Tuesday on your test. Thanks and have a great day.